So hi guys, I welcome you again to my YouTube channel GN Science Solutions. So in today's video we gonna do part 7 of the chapter cell. Before we start the video, guys, go subscribe my channel and also on the notification bell so that you can be aware when I post the video. Share it with your friends and like the video if you like the way I teach. You can also comment below or DM me on Instagram for your doubts. I also have extra notes available with me. If you wanna get it, just DM me on my Instagram ID mentioned below. Those who have not seen other parts of the video, link given in the description box, go check it out first, then just give a view to this lecture. So now let's start the video. So hi guys, as you all know, today we're gonna do part 7 of our chapter cell. So today's topic is cytoplasm and nucleus. First we will read about cytoplasm. So let's now start it. Cytoplasm. As I told you in the previous videos also, cytoplasm is a semi-liquid which is present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. I just showed you the diagram also, what is nucleus and what is cell membrane, and the fluid present in it is cytoplasm. I shown you the diagram, but once I will show you again at the end of the chapter once let's complete the chapter. So yeah, cytoplasm is a semi-liquid substances. It occupies most part of the cell within the cell membrane. Under a compound microscope it appears to be colorless, partly transparent and somewhat watery. Okay, so it is semi-liquid means it is a liquid but some thick liquid. Means you can say, if we see honey is a semi liquid, we can't just count it in a solid or in liquid, but it is a liquid state now, so it is semi liquid. Same way cytoplasm is also thick in its consistency, so it is semi liquid. It occupies most of the space within the cell membrane. As I told you, it is under means between the nucleus and cell membrane, means under the cell membrane, it is within the cell membrane. So it covers almost every part because nucleus is small, so it covers almost every part of the cell. Under a compound microscope, in a as I told you, we discussed about the microscope, simple, compound, in complex. So in compound microscope it appears to be colorless. It is colorless, partly transparent, means it is somewhat transparent in nature, and somewhat watery too, because it is somewhat semi-liquid, so it is somewhat watery, colorless, it does not have any color, and it is partly transparent. What is partly transparent means? We can see other substances through it, the cell organelles present in it, we can see that, so it is partly transparent because we can see everything from it. Many chemical reactions takes place in the cytoplasm. As we all know, cytoplasm is a main component of the cell to called to be called a generalized cell. As I told you, it has 3 to 4 parts. A cell should have 3 to 4 parts, important 3 to 4 parts, to be called as generalized cell. That was cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm and cell organelles. So it has cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is the most important. Yes, without nucleus also cell can't retain life, but without cytoplasm also a plant can't live. So every reaction, almost every reaction takes place in cytoplasm. How it takes place in cytoplasm? Because cell organelles are present in cytoplasm, so waste material, every reaction before going to cell organelles, it would take place in cytoplasm. Okay, so almost every reaction, many, not many, almost every reaction takes place in the cytoplasm. Living cytoplasm is always in the state of motion. Living cytoplasm means if a cell has to be living, means if a cell is living now, it's obviously its cytoplasm would be also living. So if the cytoplasm is living, it would be in the state of motion. It means that it would always move within the cell, going here, there. We can take a water in a tub, see, just to get it left, right, north, south, like that, just revolve the tub, you will see the state of motion of water. Same way cytoplasm is also in the state of motion when it is in nucleus. Okay, then third point we have is cell membrane combines all the cell organelles, contains all those cell organelles embedded in the cell cytoplasm is living. Sorry, there is full stop missing, sorry. Cell membrane contains all the cell organelles. Cell membrane contains all the organelles embedded in the cell. Means not any cell organelle is present in the nucleus, or you can say anywhere else. It is the cytoplasm that carries all the cell organelles of the cell. So cytoplasm is a living substance because it is state of motion. If it would be state of motion, then only chemical reactions can take place. So you can see cytoplasm is living substance, it is not non-living. Okay, next the topic we have is nucleus. Let's see about it. So here we have topic nucleus. Second topic of our video. Nucleus is the control center of the cell. Okay, control center of the cell because it controls the cell. If nucleus is not there in the cell, cell is non-living. Okay, it controls the cell. Nucleus is the most important part of the cell. Obviously, if we gonna say now that in our human body, just take an example. In our human body, we say heart is very important to live. If it is not there, now we can't live. Obviously, without heart we can't live. But if we don't have stomach, kidneys, liver, can we live? No, we can't live. We can manage, but we can't live properly, right? Same way in the cell organelles, cytoplasm, cell membrane, nucleus, everything is important. But then also, as we say in the human body, heart is important, their nucleus is important. You can say heart of the cell is nucleus. Okay, yeah, it regulates and coordinates various life processes of the cell. If nucleus is there, nucleus regulates, means it just have a schedule according to which the cell works. So nucleus regulates it, maintains the schedule. Nucleus maintains the schedule and coordinates, means let it be in the coordination. And every system of the cell, it coordinates. Okay, so we can say it regulates and coordinates various life processes of the cell. It plays an important part in cell division. Nucleus is a main important part in the cell division, remember that. Okay, it is important. We say na cell division, how cell division is occurred? It occurs due to nucleus. It contains factors or genes which determine hereditary. We carry our mother or father features in ourselves. We usually listen to, he looks like his father, she looks like her mother, she looks like her father. We usually listen to that. What How their features are carry our features, sorry, how their features are carried by ourselves, by us, how they are carried, because the genes are there in nucleus which determine hereditary, means that give their feature to us. They are genes of our mother and father in our nucleus which gives us their feature. Okay, we will read about this on further classes also, or further chapters about genes. What are genes? Just remember, in our nucleus we have genes of our parents, so which determine our features through them. Second we have is, nucleus is a small spherical mass located somewhat in the center of the cytoplasm. I shown you the animal cell there. If you have the screenshot you can see, otherwise in the end of the chapter I will show you again. So you can see nucleus in that now is present in the center of the cytoplasm. Okay, in the cell it is in the center, so we also say it is the center of the cell. To nucleus we also say it is the center of the cell, and because it is also present in the center of the cell, and it is very small spherical mass. Spherical means it is oval in shape. Okay, it is sphere in shape, and it is small. Okay, it has a delicate nuclear membrane which is filled with relative dense nucleoplasm. In the nucleoplasm there are the certain thread like structures called chromatin fibers. Okay, I don't know, I have either given you the diagram, let me see it. So okay, I have given the diagram in the last slide. I will show you that also. Just look here. I will show you now only. It has a delicate nuclear membrane because we read here is like cell has a cell membrane outer boundary. Nucleus also has that, and which is filled with dense material called nucleoplasm, that is a liquid in it. In the nucleoplasm there are certain thread like structures. In the nucleoplasm we have certain thread like structures that are called chromatin fibers. Okay, during cell division, the chromatin fibers become thick and ribbons like. These fibers are then called chromosomes. When cell division is there, chromatin fibers become thick and ribbon like because it is thick and broad, so they become, it is thread like. First of all, when the cell division is there, then it becomes thick and ribbon like, so then they are called chromosomes. Okay, so let me first show you the diagram. Okay, so here we have his nucleus. We told nucleus has a nuclear membrane. So here is the nuclear membrane, red color nuclear membrane outlined, and here you can see this is nuclear membrane where I touching it. Okay, then we read about nucleoplasm. The orange liquid you can see is what? Nucleoplasm. It is semi dense, means it is somewhat dense or thick in the consistency. Chromatin network also you say, and we say network, chromatin fibers also. Okay, so they are thread like structures, these are chromatin fibers. These when come just in the time of cell division, chromatin fibers become broad and thick, so we can say that time they are chromosomes. Okay, so this is till we read, but let me tell you other parts also of nucleus as we are here. So we have nuclear pore, you can see nuclear pore labeled here. Okay, and white these nuclear pores, what it helps us, it helps us to enter substances that are useful for nucleus. Okay, and then we have nucleolus is the structure or sphere like nucleus only, you can say small nucleus, that is called nucleolus. Small nucleus, that is called nucleolus because it is a control center of the nucleus. Okay, this is a thing due to which nucleus is living. Nucleolus, this red structure present in nucleus. Okay, this is nucleolus. We will discuss about this diagram afterwards. First see this. Okay, so yeah, nucleolus, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nuclear pore, and chromatin fibers or chromosomes. Okay, so these are the parts of nucleus. Let's go back. So here we read till during cell division, I told you. Now see what is next. Each nucleus has at least one nucleolus in it. I told you nucleus is a important part of the cell. So nucleus are shown in the diagram. Some cells may have more than one nucleolus. Some cells have more than one nucleolus, but one is must in the cell. Okay, the number of nucleoli in a cell is fixed. The nucleolus participates in protein synthesis of ribosomes. Ribosomes are cell organelles which synthesis protein. Okay, so nucleolus is helping ribosomes to synthesis proteins. Okay, and if we say human cells or in human cells we have red blood cells, the nucleolus is fixed how much it would have, so every cell have same number of nucleolus. We will read about that in further classes. Just remember is each cell should have one nucleolus, otherwise it can't live. Okay, then we have is prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells in which nuclear membrane is absent. Okay, guys, this is messed up, I'm sorry. Actually this was a difference made by my management, because my slides are prepared by my management because I have other works also to do, but this is messed up. Some prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. If you want to take the notes from Mena for this cell, You can just DM me on my Instagram or comment below. I will provide it to you, because here it is messed up. But let me tell you what is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Okay, prokaryotic cell in which nuclear membrane is absent. They don't have nuclear membrane in them. Okay. Eukaryotic cell in which double membrane, means cell in which they have double membrane. Okay, just wait. Cells in which nuclear membrane is absent are called prokaryotic cell, means they don't have nuclear membrane is absent, and these cells are called prokaryotic cell. Okay, they have nuclear material called chromatin fibers. They have material, they have nuclear material because they have nucleus, so they have nuclear material, that is chromatin fiber. Almost we have in the nucleus is chromatin fiber. Okay, so the liquid, what the liquid would do if the membrane is not there? So we have only chromatin fibers, which are which occur freely in the central region of the cytoplasm, which just go freely in the center of the cytoplasm. Okay, and these are called nucleoid. The prokaryotic cells are also called nucleoid. Okay, uh, example is only bacteria. Prokaryotic cells, the substance that carry prokaryotic cells are only bacteria. Only and only bacteria carries prokaryotic cell. In eukaryotic cells, cell in which double nuclear membrane is present. They are double nuclear membrane in eukaryotic cells, and all organisms other than bacteria are eukaryotic cells because they have well defined nucleus. And what does the prokaryotic cells means? Prokaryotic means, pro means primitive, karyon means nucleus. Here also you can see pro means primitive, sorry, pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus, and here we have is u means true, karyon means nucleus. Example, bacteria and all organisms other than bacteria. Okay, so here some word first point is some messed up. I will show you in the next video whenever I would be free, or just if you understood then it's okay, or if you don't, just comment me below. I will provide in the next video. Okay, let me know only today because I have to post the second video by tomorrow, then I will prepare it. Okay, the number of chromosomes is definite in each species. Each human body has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Chromosome number of some other common animals and plants are as follows. Okay, first let me tell you, number of chromosomes are not specified, means they are fixed in each species. Okay, so human body has 23. Just remember about human body, that is 23 pairs, means they have 46 chromosomes in them. And then if we say about other species of plants and animals, we have other plants and animals, common plants and animals also. But no need to learn, just take screenshot and keep it with you, and ask your teacher. If it is given in your book, then ask your teacher, then we should learn or not. But according to me, as I usually teach the students, I never advise them to learn, because according to my point of view, it does not come any time. Okay, so one time ask your teacher, they can put in you in exam. Okay, I'll just tell you just to take revision, otherwise no need. Then we have is chromosome. What is the features of chromosome? Chromosome carry the genetic characters from the parents to the offspring through the union of the egg of the female and the sperm of male. When the egg of the female and sperm of male combines, the chromosomes carry their features to their child. We say na on nucleus carry them. No, nucleus does not carry. Chromatin fibers, means the part of nucleus carries it, so you can say nucleus carry it. Okay, but the chromatin fibers, if we go into the point, into deep knowledge, then chromosome carry their genetic features to their child, or you can say. Okay, fine. Chromosomes are made up of chromatin, which is composed of hereditary units called genes. Genes are made up of complex chemical substance DNA. Okay, let me tell you, chromosomes are made up of chromatin, I told you before also, chromatin is the substance present in thread like substance present in nucleus, and when it gets thick and ribbon like, it is called as chromosomes, and it become thick and ribbon like when due to cell division. Okay, so chromosomes are made up of chromatin, and chromatins are made up of genes. I told you what is genes, that carry our parents feature to ourselves, to us. Okay, that are genes. Genes are made up of complex chemical substance DNA. So you can indirectly say chromosomes are made up of DNA or chromatins are made up of DNA. That is a complex chemical substance called deo- deoxyribonucleic acid. This is some difficult to pronounce, but no need to remember. Just write DNA. Okay. It is the genus, not the number of chromosomes, that determine the character of a species. Lion, tiger, and house cat all have chromosomes, but they don't look different due to different genes located on their chromosomes. Okay, so it is the genus, not the number of chromosomes, that determine our character uh, according to our parents. Okay, so it is genus, not the number of chromosomes. Lion, tiger, house, cat all have 38 chromosomes, but they look different due to different genes located on their chromosomes. So you can say not the chromosomes number are able to decide our structure of a body. Lion, tiger, house, cat all have 38 chromosomes, but they look different because of the gene is present in the chromosome. So we can say they are different. So remember, it is the gene, is not the number of chromosome, that determine our character. So next, this is our diagram only. Sorry guys, sorry. So I told you about the diagram: nuclear membrane, nuclear plasm, nucleolus, chromatin fibers or chromosome, nuclear pore. Okay, structure of nucleus in we have is structure of nucleus. In A we have is, this is structure of nucleus, and in B we have an early stage of cell division showing two pairs of chromosomes that have condensed from the chromatin network inside the nucleus. Chromosome number varies from one organism to another. I told you chromosomes are different, fixed in another different cells. So here is, this is the cell when it gets old and get used to cell division, means it is going to do cell division and gets old. That time you can see these chromatin fibers are made up as chromosomes. You can see how thick thread like they were here, and round ribbon like here chromosome. Cytoplasm, nucleus, and centrioles start moving apart. One centriole, that is a cell organelles, we will discuss in the next video. So this centriole, this is one centriole which starts converting into two, and we have cell division. Okay guys, now let's end our video here.
So here
And
you have
before you
prokaryotic
go,
and eukaryotic cell difference.
just close the YouTube and go to your positions of studying or whatever you want to do. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like my video, share it to your friends, comment below, or DM me for your doubts. DM me on my Instagram for your doubts. For extra notes available with me, you can DM on Instagram to take it from me. Instagram ID mentioned in my description box. Okay guys, till that, take care and bye bye, love you all.
So here is the difference